Hello, it's me, French Ted, and we are here for the next episode of our Fantasy Booking WWE series. And yeah, we're very, very close to Elimination Chamber. We can see it right here. So we've got today's Smackdown, next week's Raw and Smackdown, and then it is Elimination Chamber, and I'm very, very excited for that. I don't think there's anything to look at or discuss, so let's not. Actually, no, there is. Ignore me. Let's go to our developmental note. Let's do it this way. NXT. So NXT. I saw a Reddit post on Reddit, obviously, about how they handle their developmental, because obviously they want the developmental to grow as much as possible. Which makes sense. So what I've done is I've added another weekly show because, you know, this is fantasy. This isn't real life, so it doesn't really matter too much. So we've not just got Tuesday's NXT, which is the main show. We've also got Wednesday's Evolve, which we already know. And then we've also got Level Up, which doesn't have a name. Level Up doesn't have a name. What? Let's fix that now. Promotions. NXT events. Oh yeah, we didn't give it a name. Whoops. WWE NXT Level Up. There we go. So it's just a 1 hour show every Thursday. Actually, screw it. It's a 1 hour 30 show every Thursday, and I don't think it has any network deals. It doesn't. So let's just throw it on YouTube as well, just because why not? So active, yep. Network, YouTube. Traditional wrestling show, yep. How do you choose the show? Am I being stupid? Oh, here we go. NXT Level Up. Expiration date. 2029. There we go. Income, is this shown live? Yeah, primary air day. Well, it's Thursdays, isn't it? So we'll say Thursday. And we'll go prime time. Save deal. Cool. Okay, so Level Up and Evolve now have shows. Let's save those changes. And let's return to game. There we go. Okay, well, with that out of the way, hopefully we're going to get tons of experience for our wrestlers. It's not just about popularity. It's more about the more they wrestle in ring, the more that they can kind of reach their potential quicker. So it just makes it easier for me if I want to bring someone random up. They've at least got the potential to have lots of wrestling under their belt. So yeah, and hopefully we'll get some random title matches as well, because I don't think anyone's changed hands in NXT yet, and it would be nice if they did. But either way, let's stop the chit chat and let's dive straight into WWE Smackdown. And we kick off Smackdown with Bianca Belair, who will get her title rematch against Tiffany Stratton at Elimination Chamber in just over a week and a bit's time. So yeah, here she is making her way down to the ring as she takes on Alba Fire in our opening match for this episode of Smackdown. And decent match, a 72. I'll take that. So 73 from crowd reaction, a 72 match quality, 72 overall. Bianca Belair gets the win. Of course she does, building that momentum as she heads to Elimination Chamber. Alba Fire's apparently got a really good gimmick. Bianca Belair put in a huge effort as always, and Mickie James is backstage helping everyone with this segment. So yeah, nice 14-15 minute match, decent win for Bianca Belair. But as Bianca celebrates her win, Tiffany Stratton comes out of nowhere and blindsides her and beats her down, dragging her outside of the ring by her braid. As Tiffany kind of lines up to hit Bianca with her title, Bianca then dodges and counters with a rock hard spear. And then between the two women, just an all-out brawl takes place as, you know, security come down, pull the two women apart. There's clearly beef here. You know, Bianca wants revenge. Tiffany just wants to try and get the upper hand. So if she can beat her down now, she might be a bit sore for Elimination Chamber. But yeah, big brawl between these two. A nice 90 rated segment. Both of them jumping up in pop. You love to see it. I'm sure this will be a really, really good rematch. And with Nick Aldis at ringside, remember, so that there are no funny business or shenanigans from Tiffany Stratton. Speaking of Nick Aldis, though, He's here to make an announcement, and you can see all these names and faces are here. You can see it's the Elimination Chamber members and then the 2 finalists. So Nick says that that Elimination Chamber is obviously fast approaching, and that next week on the Go Home show, all 6 entrants will go face to face ahead of their main event match at at Elimination Chamber. And when we say head to head, not in a match, we mean just in the ring to promo the life out of each other. He also says that our 2 finalists, Rey Mysterio and AJ Styles, will also meet in the ring ahead of their match at Elimination Chamber as well. And that will open the show. So we will see the 2 finalists, Rey Mysterio and AJ Styles, opening the show next week. And it will be the 6 Elimination Chamber competitors closing the show next week in our Go Home show. So be very interesting to see what everyone has to say ahead of their matches. Yeah, nice little segment. 91, everyone gets a jump except Cody and Seth because they are over as hell. But yeah, let's move on to our next match on the card. It is our WWE Tag Team Champions DIY taking on 2 members of LWO in non-title action. And in a really good match, but not so great crowd reaction, which isn't great, because they just don't care about Cruz del Toro and Joaquin Wilde. 97 match quality, though. It is Tommaso Ciampa of DIY that gets the win. The match did so well, though, that most people got a little jumping pop, even though they lost. But like we've seen in recent weeks, just as Gargano looks like he's about to seal the win, Ciampa forces the tag, slapping Gargano on the back, and then he jumps in, hitting Wilde with the fairy tale ending. Ciampa then over celebrates, as he always does, and Gargano just looks less than pleased. He's happy to get the win. He's like, yeah, he takes the title, celebrates with Ciampa, but you can see he's a bit like, come on, man, like, what is this? So yeah, Ciampa again stealing the win, but a 5-star match. These guys just know what they're doing, and really good from LWO as well. Good to see them get in a good match, I guess. But we head backstage now as Kathy Kelly has just noticed something very, very interesting. So she's backstage and she notices that Kevin Owens has just left Nick Aldis's office. So Kathy approaches him and says, Kevin Owens, hi. Can I ask what you were just doing in our general manager's office? Kevin Owens then turns and responds and says, well, Kathy, hello to you too. And sure, why not? I was just finalizing my transfer to WWE Smackdown. And obviously the crowd hear that and they pop. Kevin continues and says that Adam Pearce on Raw, he's given me less than 0 opportunities and my talent was just being neglected. So I'm here now, I'm on SmackDown, and I've got my sights set on success. Just as Kathy goes to ask another question, our WWE United States Champion Trick Williams walks into frame to kind of welcome Kevin Owens to SmackDown. But before Trick can even get a full sentence out, Kevin Owens interrupts and goes, hey, listen, kid, I don't need fanfare or a welcome. I've been around long enough to see beginner's luck, and I'll have you know, I'm maxed out on friends as well. So how about you keep walking? Otherwise that title right there, it's going to end up on my shoulder. Trick and Kevin then kind of share an intense stare down as Trick kind of looks him up and down, scoffs like, ha, and then just walks off. And Kathy's kind of like, okay. So already Kevin Owens, he's not here to make friends. He's here to win. And it looks like Trick just got in the way. But yeah, welcome to SmackDown, Kevin Owens. We will obviously have to change his brand after this. So yeah, we'll go ahead and do that post-show. But a nice 83 segment. No jump from Kevin because he's already mad popular. But Kathy's going to be the face of the company soon. I'm not going to lie. She just keeps growing and growing in pop. And the commentators, Wade Barrett and Joe Tessitore, put it over that Kevin Owens will be in action making his debut on SmackDown next week. So yeah, nice. Following on from this, though, we are back in the ring, and it is the New Catch Republic as they take on 2 members of the new Bloodline, Tama Tonga and Solo Sikoa. And in a fairly decent match, not too bad, it is a win for Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga. Jacob Fatu is ringside with his new Bloodline teammates. And yeah, 76 crowd reaction, 3-star match quality, 76 all around. Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne definitely lifted the match quality area of this, whereas I feel that Solo and Tama lifted the crowd reaction portion of this. And Solo jumps in popularity because he was made to look like a threat, because I kind of want him to bump up a little bit. But yeah, decent little match, you know, can't complain too much. Good win from these two guys. And sorry, New Catch Republic, you kind of just had to eat a loss here. I'm really struggling to job people out. That's something I'm struggling with, because I kind of just want everyone to win. I don't want anyone to lose, because I know that this happens. They've gone down by half a point of popularity, which sucks, but hey ho. Let's follow this on, where Jackie Redmond is backstage with Logan Paul, as you know, he addresses or gives us an update, sorry, of his injury. So he claims that, you know, it's a very scary moment a few weeks back, but his body is special, and according to the doctors that he's seen, no one should have recovered at the speed that he has. He calls himself a marvel, a maverick, almost superhuman. Unfortunately for him, he has missed out on being in the Elimination Chamber this year, but he is looking ahead to WrestleMania now to see how he can steal the show yet again. As he says that, Seth Rollins walks into frame and interrupts, laughing. He goes, ah, ha, 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 ha. Logan. You really think you're still that guy? You've got all the money, all the followers, but no brains. And more importantly, no guts. Just admit to everyone that you faked the injury because your pride took a hit when you lost in the first round. And then you ducked the chamber because, let's be honest, you didn't want to be shown up again by me. Logan Paul refuses to admit that, says that he would show him up if given the chance, but he heard that all the chamber participants had been given the night off to rest ahead of Elimination Chamber. Just then, Nick Aldis walks in and he goes, Logan, you're right, Seth does have the night off, but seeing as though you are medically cleared again, how about you go get your ring gear on and show someone else in the locker room a lesson? I'll set something up. I'll see you in the main event tonight. So, Logan Paul will be in action tonight in the main event against someone in the locker room. Nick Aldis just has to go and find them, because all of our top stars who were involved in the tournament finals and the Elimination Chamber have been given the night off. So yeah, pretty good segment here. 92 overall. Jackie, Logan and Nick jumping in pop. Cody and Seth not really. Cody was just referred to more than anything else, rather than actually being in the segment. But weirdly enough, and I didn't do this on purpose, we've now got a Cody vignette playing. So this is just a vignette of our WWE champion Cody Rhodes, as it kind of highlights his journey to becoming and, you know, retaining the WWE championship. In this video, he talks about legacy and why it's important for him to build one that others in the locker room and beyond can look up to, and that he also can look back on proudly. You know, he's really kind of talking about this like locker room leader. You know, I want to lead the locker room. He also states that his legacy, being the WWE champion, will continue long after Elimination Chamber and WrestleMania. He guarantees it. So, quite cocky from Cody here. You know, he guarantees that he's going to remain the champion for a long, long time. So he can lead the locker room and be that figurehead that he believes that he is. So yeah, nice little segment here. 100. I mean, it's a big video package. The game loves them, so why not do them? Following on from this, though, we do have a title match. Black Tiger Mafia from Raw are over here on Smackdown as they look to defend their women's championship. The kind of beauty of being the women's tag team champion, is that it is just the one title, so they can float between brands. So Michin and Kalani Jordan of Black Tiger Mafia with Tatiana Dumas are taking on KC Squared. That is Katana Chance and Kaden Carter. And in a fairly decent match, I'm really hoping that we can kind of get these numbers up a bit. 59 crowd reaction and a 2.5-star match quality of 70, which is pretty good. Both Michin and Kalani are riding a wave of momentum, which is really good. Get the win. It is Kalani Jordan with her split leg moonsault that gets the win on Kaden Carter. Really good match, to be fair. I didn't think it'd do this well. 64. Yeah, and they successfully retain their title. So it looks like these tag belts are going nowhere for now. Yeah. What else is there? The tag team situations. Yeah. You know, not much else. KC. They're really good in tag matches. Really fun. And Michael Hayes was on hand just to kind of help people a little bit. But these are really good boosts here from Michin and Kalani Jordan. So yeah, let's continue to see if we can get them growing, especially Kalani. We need to get Tatiana involved soon to get her pop up, because her pop is dog shit. But post-match, instead of celebrating their title, Michin, Jordan and Tatiana Dumas, so this is how we can get Dumas up, take turns beating down Katana Chance and Caden Carter. Adding insult to injury, they then stand over KC Squared, posing, holding up their WWE Women's Tag title. So yeah, they're still looking to bully everyone and anything as they seize the opportunity that they have in front of them. A nice 71 segment, everyone else jumping up. A small few were apparently offended by the level of violence. Okay, fair enough. But this does take us to our main event. Logan Paul makes his way down to the ring as the music hits, and it is Dragon Lee. So in our main event match tonight, we get a nice 4-star match, 85 match quality, 80 overall popularity from the crowd, and an 82 rating. Pretty good main event. And it looks like Logan Paul and Dragon Lee have good chemistry together as opponents. Love that. Robert Roode, so good old Bobby Roode, was on hand to put the match together, and Logan Paul, of course, gets the win. Unfortunately, Dragon Lee eats that loss at the hands of Logan Paul, but it was a great match. You can see here from the 4 stars, not the best match of the night because DIY are involved. But yeah, Logan Paul gets that win. You know, he proves it a little bit, I guess. He shuts someone up, you could say. But yeah, a nice way to end the show as Logan Paul stands tall. And that is the end of this Smackdown. So let's see how we did. We lost a little bit of popularity in Latin America. Not fussed. In all honesty, I'm not really fussed about this. As long as we're not dropping massively, it's not the end of the world. So yeah, just take a quick look if you wanted to have anything going on. Not too much happened on this one. Kevin Owens is officially SmackDown. We need to make that change. Logan and Seth are still beefing. Cody, you know, being Cody. Black Tiger Mafia kick off their reign with a really good title defense. And yeah, the beef between Bianca and Tiffany Stratton continues. You know, all of these matches will obviously be taking place at Elimination Chamber. So let's go back to the office and see what our emails have in store for us. I don't think we can go too far. We can only get to Monday, but that's fine. We'll keep this a nice, cool, concise episode. We will obviously take a look and see what AEW Collision and anyone else have been up to as well. So here we go. We've got 5 mail. I think they're just the SmackDown numbers. Yep. And New Japan are looking to renew Takeshita's contract. That's fine. I'm not looking to bring in Takeshita at all, I think. I don't know. It feels a bit too unrealistic. Like, I'm happy to fantasy book a bit, but I don't want to go too crazy. Like, I don't think Kenny Omega, Will Ospreay, I don't think any of them will ever come to WWE. So unless something crazy happens at AEW, because I have seen in Pro Wrestling Sim before where companies go bankrupt and they just have to like drop people. Oh, I did put a few offers in actually. So so these are just some contract renewals. So that I believe that's Lash Legend. That is, I want to say Izzy Dame. I might be wrong. I'm really bad with certain NXT people. That's Miles Bourne. So let's finalize that contract. And we brought in Clark Connors. Why not? He's going to go straight into NXT. I quite like Clark Connors. I think he's really good. So yeah, that's not bad. Any news down here? Raj Desi leaves WSW. So that didn't last long, did it? Axel Tischer. Cool. Okay, let's go to Monday, where this will be our final day. And yeah, we'll then take a look at all the shows that happened post SmackDown before we end this one. Come on, Monday. Wow. End of month checks. That's why it's taken so long, because we are now in March. Okay, cool. We are here. So let's go to male promotional war debut. Yeah, we're definitely better. Definitely better. Clark Connors signs exclusive contract with NXT. I was going to say New Japan then. Perfect. And Takeshita signs exclusive contract with New Japan Pro Wrestling. Wow. So he will be leaving AEW. Now that's mad. Takeshita exclusive New Japan. I mean, he's going to be world champ soon. Guarantee it. Then, of course, Clark Connors will be coming to NXT. That's further down here, wasn't it? But yeah, let's take a look at the expiries first. We do have a promise, which is to give Natalya a title opportunity. That's ages away, and I'm sure we'll work that in. So who have I offered things to? I've offered things to these. Yep. Well, actually, where was the last people that accepted? It was Cruz del Toro done. Yep, that's fine. Oh, here we go. Izzy Dame. So Ava, I don't think I renegotiated. She can do one because NXT doesn't need a figure in the way that it works here. So yeah, Izzy Dame, Lash Legend, Miles Bourne. There's Takeshita. So here we go. Jack Cartwheel. No. Ashante the Adonis. Sure. Another 2. Yeah, we'll do another year. Make offer. Yeah. And then let's go again. Let's take a look. So who we got on 31? Okay, so when we get to Tuesday, Montez Ford will need to renew. Mina Shirakawa. Yuka Sakazaki. I do love Yuka. Why can't I negotiate with Yuka? Informal. Begin negotiations. Oh, I can. Okay. Do I want to? That's the thing. I mean, they're informal agreements. There's no need to. So I'm not going to for now. But I do love Yuka Sakazaki. But let's go to my roster because we need to change Kevin Owens' brand. I'm assuming we can do that here. Raw to Smackdown. Welcome to Smackdown, Kevin Owens. And then finally, we can go to the event history. So we're going to have to go to February and get to the end of February where we had Friday Night Smackdown. Anything here? Oh, no, there isn't. Oh, we can look at New Japan just to see if there were any title matches. El Desperado retains against Takagi and Goto retains against Jeff Cobb. Jeff Cobb, who maybe at the time of this video is in WWE now. But there are rumors at the moment that he will be joining. He is officially leaving or left New Japan. This was recorded. What's the date today? 29th of April. This was recorded, in case anyone was wondering. But let's take a look at Collision. So Angle. We'll look at the matches. So the Bang Bang Gang. So Jay White and Juice defeated La Faction and Private Party. The Outrunners defeated the Patriarchy. Interesting. And then, you know, this happened, this big old match. So who won? So Max, so Jack Perry, Max Caster, Carl Fletcher and John Moxley. Would never happen in real life. Like, look at this team, look at these teams actually. They won their match, and of course Mercedes Moné gets the win against Timeless Tony Storm. I mean, you know, now that Takeshita's gone, this is their go-to, I guess. Any other shows that we want to take a look at? No. Sunday, any shows? No. Cool. Well, there we go. That is the end of this one. Cool. Well, thank you very much, guys. The next episode is the Raw Go Home show for Elimination Chamber. And then following that will be the Smackdown Go Home show. So very, very exciting times. Elimination Chamber is just over a week away, I guess. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, and yeah, I'll see each and every one of you in the next one.